Hey guys, it's Ox here and welcome back to my channel. Yes, I am back again with yet another Epomaker Switch review. We have a very budget linear switches. Now I'm very much excited for this one as the switches is coming in at $19.99 for 100 pieces. So let's get it straight. Today, let's all take a look and listen at the new Zebra switches by Epomaker. A quick disclaimer that the switches was sent by Epomaker for review, but of course I'll give you guys my honest and unbiased opinion on the Zebra switches. Let's take a look at the switches. No, I don't need to elaborate on why these are called the Zebras. Honestly, I'm more surprised that they didn't call it the Pandas. Anyways, the materials used was polycarbonate for the top housing, nylon on the bottom, and palm on the stem. So it has a very basic material, so I don't know why it's called Panda for how basic it is. For the spring, it is using a 21mm long springs for that snappy feel and a very light 40-gram actuation and a 45-gram bottom out force. Very light for me. Switches comes in pre-factory lube, and again it will only cost you $19.99 for a pack of 100 pieces, which is very insane value. So in today's video, it's going to be the usual. We're going to do sound comparison versus other linear switches. And also, please do stick around at the end of the sound test as I talk about my thoughts and opinion about the switch. For the sound test, of course, we're going to use the Vega65. I'll be placing the configurations for that board down below. Also, before the sound test, please do keep in mind that the sound and experience, it will always vary depending on your keyboard build and maybe depending on your ears. So with all of that out of the way, please do enjoy the sound test on the Zebra linear switch. And that was the sound test on the Zebra switches. Please do let me know on what you think about them on the comment section down below. And also, thank you for staying. Let's now talk about my thoughts and opinion about the switch. Let's first talk about my thoughts on the feel. Now with the pre-factory lube, it actually feels nice and consistent enough to be used out of the box. I didn't feel any scratches, spring, and leaf crunches as well. Linear feel wise, it was very light for my preference. Again, it has a 40-gram actuation with a 45-gram bottom out force. That one, it's just too light for me. I did find myself mistyping a lot, but I gave it a day and got used to it. Now, considering the bottom out is just 45-gram, I didn't find the bottom out that sharp or harsh. It just feels right. So that's one thing I like about the feel. I would say if you are a heavy typer, you may or you might have this curve. But if you are an enjoyer of a light switch, then you would surely like the switches somehow it still feels solid enough and has a very snappy feel to it. With the 21mm springs, it was just right about for the switches. Moving on to my thoughts on the sound pre-factory lube, it was good and consistent. I didn't hear any scratches, no lift and spring pings out of the box. Now, I also don't think that you may need to add more lube in case you find it lacking. Just add more. Sound-wise, or the tone and pitch, it has a loud pitch with a strong, snappy yet deep sound profile. I would say it sounds very lively and might be one of the best sounding budget switches that I've tried for this year. There, I said it. It just sounds smooth overall while typing, and I would say it sounds perfect on the Vega. Now, if you find the sound a bit too strong or like aggressive for your preference, I would say adding a bit more lube to it may tone it down. Overall, the switches feels and sounds really smooth, and not to mention with the price point, for its performance, it's just too nice to see budget switches like these going up like this again. Now, again, I really don't prefer light switches and would love to see this somewhere between a 55 or a 58 gram version, as that may be the perfect one. But again, the switches are worth considering. I would say this might be again one of the best linear switches from Epomaker that I tried this year. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the review on the Zebra switches, and I hope you find it helpful. If you do, please don't forget to like the video, share if you want, and of course, subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys on the next Soundtest. Peace.